Hello everyone, I am a plastic. Now I have a lot of questions for you. Why I am here? Why does everyone throwing me away after one single use? I want to be with my family in the kitchen for a long time. I don't know anyone here. They are stranger to me. What am I supposed to do? Can you help me?
Plastic. Plastic. You often heard, see and say the word plastic, but do you really know the specific meaning of plastic? Plastic is defined as a material that contains as essential ingredient and organic substance of large molecule weight. In other words, plastic is a polymer of long carbon chain. A plastic material is a polymer typically modified with additive which can be molded or shaped under a reasonable condition of pressure and temperature. Plastic is everywhere, even on those items you may not expect it to be. For example, plastic is often used in home, bridge, as infrastructure in building, and more because it is very durable, long-lasting material. Some common products such as food storage container, water bottle, rigid pipe, even medical equipment also made from plastic. See, plastic is an incredible useful material. But its characteristic also made it damage to the environment because it is made from toxic compound known to cause illness. And since it is meant for durability, it's not a biodegradable. Because plastic is so widely used, it almost always ends up in the environment, causing more plastic pollution. Did you know that only 9% of all plastic is recycled? The rest of it usually ends up in the ocean. 99% of plastic causes climate change and 1 million seabirds die every year. The end of it can affect in Earth. So, what we are doing? Stop the plastic pollution. Let's create the value from a plastic waste with 4 R's. Reuse, repurpose, recycle, and reinvent.
From the well story or both video, we noticed that many aquatic life were suffering with plastic waste. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Nur Ain Nabilah. So just now you have learned about what is plastic, is it? How a single thin transparent plastic can be valuable to all of us, right? Okay, let me introduce all of you on how to create value from plastic waste. So let's go. There are a few ways to handle used plastic, which include reuse and repurpose. First of all, what is reuse? Reusing is the act of taking old items that you might consider throwing away and finding a new use for them. Or to put it simple, we use plastic again and again or many than once. Easy, right? So that is for using. What is repurpose and how it is different from reuse? Repurposing is to adapt and utilize something for a new purpose. For example, if you repurpose plastics, you use it for a different purpose from that for which it was originally used. Okay, it is quite confusing, is it? So, without wasting the time, let's watch a short clip.
This is unused plastic bottle. So, how we can reuse and repurpose? You can reuse the plastic bottle by refilling the water into it. While you can repurpose the plastic bottle by turning it into flower pot.
Alright, you have able to differentiate what reuse and repurpose from that video, right? I believe you already understood. Okay, based on the clip, I'm pretty sure From water bottles, plastic container and shampoo bottles, it is safe to say that our homes are filled with plastic packaging that ultimately make our life more convenient. But however, many of us often unknowingly throw away these plastics items that can easily be reused and repurposed instead. Reusing and repurposing everyday plastic materials are a lot of easier than many may realize, and also save your tons of money. Plus, properly reusing and repurposing this plastic ultimately benefits the environment by reducing the need for more landfills and conserving energy. Not sure where to start? I have got you covered. There are so many simple and creative ways to reuse and repurpose plastic items, and I'm giving you ultimate guide on how to do it all. My last word, you probably learned this reuse and repurpose of responsible waste management in school, and these are the essential components of environmentally responsible consumer behavior. The goal of reusing and repurposing is to educate people on how to prevent excessive and unnecessary waste and to limit the consumption of non-renewable resources. If you have siblings, sisters or friends at home, you can educate them on how you can change some simple daily habits to keep waste out of the landfill. Remember, let's change our mindset together. So that's all from me. Reuse and repurpose. Thank you.
Everyone use plastic, and we can imagine our life without plastic. Can we? I know it's hard, but it's not impossible to practice. Although plastic is biodegradable, this process takes many years. That is not to say that plastic can't break down. They do, but it takes a long time. For example, plastic bottles take up to 450 years to decompose in landfill. Instead of that, we can maximize its lifespan by recycling. The recycling process begins by segregating different types of plastic material, washed and shredded for easy and clean melting. This is a better way to recover the plastic and converting into usable products. There are two methods of plastic recycling. The first one is mechanical recycling. Here, the plastic scrap is sorted, cleaned, washed, and other impurities are removed. It is grounded into nanoflakes and sent to the extraction machine for melting. After melting, the final material is usually the plastic granules, which can be used for further to produce the different plastic products. The second method is chemical recycling. The retained plastic waste is converted into powder form and left to the chemical process to melt. With the help of innovative technologies, the recycling process has become more cost-effective and advanced. Okay, now let's learn how the process of recycling plastic works. First, the bottles have to be collected from homes, businesses and other sites. Every plastic bottles must be separated from metals, glass and other things that people put into the recycle bins. The plastic bottles are also sorted by the type of plastics they are made from. Then, the bottles are cleaned, remove any food, liquid or chemical residue. Once the bottles have been accumulated, they are compacted into giant bales and sent to plastic reclaiming plant. Next, all of the bottles are shredded into flakes. Finally, they are melted down and formed into small pellets, each about the size of a grain of rice. The pellets are bulked up and sold to companies that can be melt them and make them into many different products. Just think all of the plastic toys, tools, electronic gadgets, and other plastic things in your own home. The simple act of recycling a bottle consider a new life, preserve resources and energy, and makes our planet healthy and make a big impact. It can be confusing at times to understand how to recycle some items. Symbols on plastic packaging can help to explain which type of plastic they are made of and how to recycle them.
What else we can do with this plastic bottle? Other than reuse, repurpose and recycle, We also can reinvent plastic into something new. What is reinvent? Reinvent means producing a new product that is based on something that already exists. In the other words, reinvent means remake or rebuild something into a new thing. Have you ever known that this plastic bottle can be turned into clothes and shoes? We can process this bottle to produce fabric and can turn it into clothes and shoes. For your information, polyester fabric is stronger than cotton due to its ability to stretch. This polyester also dries quicker than cotton. Okay, now let me show you the process. When we put this used plastic bottle in the recycle bin, it will be processed to polyester fabric. This plastic bottle will be cleaned and sorted by material. Then, it will be crushed and shredded into smaller sheets before entering the oven to dry for 10 hours. After that, the plastic will be melted inside the hot chambers and it will be extruded, becoming polyester filaments. Then, the extruded fiber are funneled together and the yarn is pulled through rubber rollers that stretch the polyester. It is then twisted and wound into a spool of polyester before it is sent to manufacture to create bolts of fabrics. This complete polyester fabric is now ready to sew into the design garment. So, this is how this used water bottle can be turned into fabric that make up of clothing and also shoes.
The future of environment is in our hand. We can take control of our density, but it requires a considered approach. When we begin to think about what we buy, as well as what we reuse and recycle, we can make a difference. The 4 R's are the simple way of reminding us how we can make a difference. Each step provides us with a different way of considering what we use and how we dispose of waste. It's going to take a joint effort, but there is no reason why we cannot do this together. So, let's change our way of consuming plastic
By making them valuable.
Remember, reuse, repurpose.
Recycle and reinvent.
and don't forget to use it in our daily life.
Say no to plastic waste.